A teenage boy wakes up inside a dark metal elevator speeding upward. He has no memory. Not his name, not where he's from, nothing. The elevator, called the box, suddenly opens to blinding daylight, and a group of teenage boys stare down at him. He's pulled into a massive grassy area surrounded by towering stone walls. They call it the Glade. The boys explain the rules. Every month, a new boy arrives in the box. Every week, supplies come up from below. No one knows who put them there or why. The stone doors to the maze open every morning, then slam shut at night, and no one who stayed inside after dark has ever survived. For now, the new boy is confused and terrified. He tries to remember his name, but nothing comes. After a few days, it hits him. Thomas. That's all he knows. His name is Thomas. The Glade runs like a small community. There's Albie, the leader, Newt, his second-in-command, Gally, the strict enforcer who believes rules keep them alive. And then there are the runners, the fastest, bravest boys who spend each day mapping the maze, trying to find a way out before the doors close. But this maze is alive. Its paths shift every night, rearranging into new patterns. And lurking inside are creatures called Grievers, half machine, half monster, with stingers that can paralyze and kill. The runners say the maze is impossible. No one's ever found the exit, but Thomas isn't like the others. He's restless, curious, and questions everything. One afternoon, a runner named Minho and the leader Albie don't make it back before sunset. As the walls begin to close, Thomas sprints inside the maze, breaking the #1 rule. He finds them barely alive, but now they're trapped. As night falls, the Grievers emerge. They're huge, metallic beasts that hunt in the dark. Thomas uses his quick thinking and manages to kill one, surviving until morning. When the doors open and he walks out alive, the entire Glade realizes he's the first person ever to beat the maze. Everything changes after that. The next day, the box arrives early, something that's never happened before. Inside is a girl. Her name is Teresa. She wakes up holding a small note that says, she's the last one ever. She recognizes Thomas instantly, even though neither of them can remember why. Then the world around them starts falling apart. The sun disappears from the sky, the supplies stop coming, and the maze doors, which always closed at night, stay open. That night, the Grievers invade the Glade. Dozens die as chaos erupts. Some of the boys blame Thomas and Teresa, convinced they caused this. Others, like Newt and Minho, choose to follow them. Thomas begins regaining flashes of memory. Sterile white rooms, scientists watching through glass, experiments. He realizes the maze isn't random. It's a test created by an organization called WCKD. Determined to escape, Thomas convinces a small group to enter the maze one final time. They fight through waves of Grievers, losing friends along the way, until they reach a secret exit built into the maze walls. Behind it lies a control room filled with computers, cameras, and dead scientists, the people who built their prison. A video begins to play. A woman named Ava Page explains that the world outside has been destroyed by solar flares and a deadly virus that wiped out most of humanity. The maze, she says, was an experiment to study how the human mind reacts under extreme stress, to find survivors strong enough to rebuild the world. As the video ends, Ava appears to take her own life, and the Gladers think it's finally over. But just as they begin to process everything, heavily armed soldiers break in. They shoot down the remaining Grievers, rescue the surviving Gladers, and escort them to helicopters. For the first time, Thomas and his friends see the outside world, a burnt, desolate wasteland. They think they're finally safe. Then the truth hits. Ava Page is still alive, watching them from another facility. The rescue was just another part of WCKD's plan. Their next phase has already begun. The survivors sit silently as the helicopter flies into the horizon. The maze is behind them now, but the real test is only beginning. And that's The Maze Runner, 2014, in under 5 minutes. If you like this recap, hit like, subscribe, and tell us which movie to cover next.